From the floor of the CME Group, this is Danny Riley on today's Cash Close. And the name of this video, the MrTopStep webinar and the BootCamp. The high of the day in the S&P came in at 21.1520 just now. The low came in at 21.02 half early. At last, we're 21.1520. We're up 12.4 handles. Total volume, we're going to be close on 1.1 million, and we've got 2,000 big S&Ps traded in the pit. The MIM was perfect today. It started out to buy very early. The S&P was down like at 2109-ish when it started to show small to buy, and it ended up by 382 million, and the actual MOC came out by 675 million. Tomorrow we've got the motor vehicle sales, we've got the Gallup US ECI, we've got the Red Book, and we've got Janet Yellen speaking on bank regulation in New York. Like we don't have enough bank regulation already. And isn't that what killed the business? Well, maybe there were other things that killed the business, but I think the regulation was the second punch. But anyways, look, it was business as usual today. What we saw on Fridays, we saw MOC sellers, and then as I said in the call in the opening print today, that sell the early rally, buy weakness, and look for the mutual funds to push the S&P back up. And that's exactly what they did. If you followed the half hours, you saw that there were buy programs coming in on the half hour. That's usually a good indication that the mutual funds are buying. And not only that, generally the mutual funds will buy in the first 2 to 3 days of the month. So that's what they did. Got a little bit of a sell-off, and then they just squeezed them back up late in the day. Now, as we've always said, the ES has to go down a little bit before it goes back up, and that's exactly what it did. So, anyways, let me jump onto the MrTopStep webinar. We had a terrific webinar with the Pitbull. We had 1,600 signups, and we had 750 people online. It was a complete smash. He was so gracious to explain some of the techniques and some of the things that he uses, and trying to advise people of he wouldn't exactly tell you if the market was going higher or lower, but that's not what he's there to do. He was there to ask questions, and he did that for us, and it was great. And then in came the guys from Market Delta, Trevor. He was unbelievable. He got a lot of people took up the new Market Delta charts trial that he offered, and then in came our guy from London, Stuart, who was just a wonderful guy. I haven't spoken to him yet, but I think the overall the thing was a really big success. And then last but not least, Marlon Cobb came on and started talking about the MIM. Now, today the MIM did exactly what we would expect it to do on a good day like today. We saw the futures going down a little bit before the close, before the MIM started to print, and then as the MIM started printing buys, the futures went right up with it. So you know what, as far as that goes, I think we completed our first day in the MIM room pretty well. And I want to point out that the MrTopStep BootCamp is going to be going on, I think it starts on March 9th, and there'll be a full week of MrTopStep where you'll get to see everything that we do, see what I see. And you know what, to tell you the truth, if you had seen what I saw today, you would have done very well on trading the S&P. That said, we're going to leave it like that. We want to make sure you guys sign up for the boot camp, and if you don't, I'm going to come give you a black eye. See you guys tomorrow on the opening print.